Okay, Chief coming at you live. Let's go. From Alberta, Canada. All you can think about is people discussing the banning of stirrings and looting. Do I think they should be banned? Yes, but not yet. Honestly, I think that down the road, they deserve a ban because of things that will get printed that will make current modern decks more degenerate and stronger than need be, such as Dredge. Look at Dredge with Creeping Chill. Dredge was fine, and then they printed Creeping Chill, and it just was like, okay, way over what I want to deal with, because half time I'm playing against Dredge, at least 3 Creeping Chills. I swear the number for it has got to be like, on average, at least 1.5 or maybe 1.7 Creeping Chills is the average of what you're supposed to be facing each time you play against them. But that's just my made-up numbers. But in my head, it makes sense. Faithless looting. It activates Phoenix. It lets, for all these cool decks, in decks like Mardu Pyromancer, it's absolutely fair. I think that it is a great card for that deck. It's staple. But then you shift it and put it in Phoenix, and you're having stupid things happen with double Phoenix turn 2, triple Phoenix turn 2. When it's used as a way to filter your cards, but also getting benefits off it as to free creatures or cheaper creatures, such as with Hollow One, or Phoenix coming into play, or Dredge reanimating by being able to discard your Dredgers, or even use Dredge as an ability or replacement effect, and getting those creatures for free. Where Mardu, I'm just trying to pitch his 2 lands and get a Bolt. Like, that's as good as it gets. Okay, well, not really, but I think that's why, as we go forward, more broken things are going to come out that are going to cause for a higher reason that we should have Faithless looting banned. About 3 months ago, I was at an event, and we were talking about it, and it didn't hit me until they're like, yeah, Scapeshift, Reckoning Scapeshift is starting to throw Faithless looting in there. And I'm like, yeah, why not? And I'm realizing, okay, this card is, people are starting to notice how good this card actually is. Like, the fact that you get to flash it back, and instead of how you are technically losing a card and going down, 1 second. Going down. It's like you're drawing cards, because half the time, at least, feels like to me, you're pitching lands, which are dead cards anyways, and if you draw 1 or 2 live cards, it makes up for itself, and you get to flash it back. Like, the fact that it has flashback is what makes the card so stupid. If it didn't have flashback, yeah, we wouldn't really play it, not nearly as much. It wouldn't be nearly as good. So that's my quarrel with it, and I think going forward, it will call for a ban, but I think in the current modern metagame, it's safe, it's good. It makes Modern fresh, fast. People are still experimenting how good it is to have this card selection in decks. How it's moving out of decks' Dredge and into weird places like Grixis Shadow and Scapeshift. And then Ancient Stirrings. So the whole KCI problem that we had, KCI was busted. That deck was so stupid. Like, people said they had good matchups against it. No one had good matchups against it. Like, come on, let's be real. That didn't exist. It was just too strong of a deck. It would still be played if Ancient Stirring was banned. It would not be nearly as good, but it would still get play, and it would still get its wins. It might even be in a better position because all that hate would go away, but I don't think it would because of how good of a position it already was. It was already in such a great position with all the hate that was there already. And so, Stirrings currently allows for such cool decks to be played. Like, Hardened Skills, amazing, diverse deck that it's like the old Affinity, but better. You get to do all these weird things that people can interact with. It's still fair. Stony Silence still hits the deck hard. The one deck that I have problems with it is where that one, it's a little bit broken. You have Chalice on 1 that goes out as soon as turn 1 and shuts down most of the decks in the format. I think Chalice is just in such a good spot right now in the format. And it just allows for the person to be able to consistently have what they need or find the puzzle pieces that they're missing. Another good card, another deck that it's in that it really matters is Amulet Titan. Not only do you get to find your lands, your bouncers, so you can combo off, you can also find Amulet, which lets it combo off, and it just makes it way more consistent, where that deck would not be nearly as good without it. And the fact that it hits Teleria West, which is a Titan, is what makes it really strong in that deck, but not broken, I'd say. Where it is hitting creatures still, hitting a Titan, essentially, has a chance to with the Teleria West, while also hitting your combo pieces and your lands. So I think going down the road, it could see a ban, but we're not back at a point where we have a menace like KCI. But you never know with what's printed in the future that could cause that shift and break in Modern. And so I think going forward, it probably will get banned. And I think Faithless also will get banned. But we're not there yet, and so like enjoy Modern for the time being. But that's my take on it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I think we're heading towards a ban. Who knows how soon it'll be, but I want to say I'll guarantee one of them will get banned in the future. I just don't know when or which one will be first. But with how Modern is changing, how faster it's becoming, and look how good Phoenix is doing currently. It is winning so much. And I'm looking at it in my mind, looking at Phoenix. I always thought it just died to rip, but it's not just dying to rip. Like it's still winning through that, even though you have all these Graveyard Hates, you have Surgicals. The deck is still performing at such a high play, which has been shocking to me, because in my mind I thought it would just lose to any Graveyard Hate, sorry. But it's not. It is still winning. And so that deck is just in the back of my head always, because I think that right now is the best deck in the format. And the decks around it are doing really well because they have favorable matchups against that. But then you look at Burn coming back up because of Phoenix being so prevalent. Also, the printing for Burn, having Skewer, having Light the Stage also boosted it up quite a bit. Burn feels a lot harder to beat with some decks. But I feel like the format of Modern is shifting around and forming around Is It Phoenix? But, yeah. Let me know, subscribe, and hope you all have a good day.